Like eagles soar in the sky, we fly the paths of the trailblazer. Welcome to the Heart of Gold Awards in lovely Sarasota, Florida. West Coast, the jewel of the Gulf Coast. Paradise on the Gulf of Mexico. Heart of Gold. Authentic, wise, extraordinary. Trailblazer. A person who makes, does, or discovers something new and makes it acceptable or popular. In a garbage dumpster after being kidnapped and wrapped in a plastic bag, missionary Sheila Martin-Askew is a visionary of hope with one heart for the masses. Born in Rhode Island, Sheila suffered from malignant cancer when she was a teenager. She made it through the operation. Later, an illness left her pronounced dead, placed in the morgue, and tagged for an autopsy. Pulled from refrigeration, lying naked on the table, she awoke to the surprise of the coroner after having a heavenly experience. She shares a story across the globe. In the month of February 2017 in Kenya, Africa, the United Nations recognized her for work and missions among the children on the African continent. Prophetess Sheila, affectionately called by many who have been helped through her ministry, has traveled and worked in Asia and across the continental United States of America. Seeing her ministry and hearing her stories bring clarity and direction. She is an author and connects the hearts of others as though she made them. Her book, Inside a Miracle, tells the stories of those life mysteries starting from the beginning and sharing these truths until you realize that God is bigger than life, death, hurts, heartaches, and tragedies. Her ministerial outreach stretches to Malaysia and Singapore in Southeastern Asia. She is based in Atlanta, Georgia.
4 words. I want to be intentional. I want to be precise. I want to make an impact. I want to make a difference. Those are the 4 words that really come to mind. But I've done a lot of things. And I've been doing it for a long, long time. And what keeps me going, doing this year after year, country after country, people after people, trial after trial, danger, mishaps, sicknesses, healings, miracles, testimonies, is really because I had an experience at a very young age. I met Christ when I was unsaved. And what I mean by that is I was dying of cancer. My face was totally disfigured. I left the hospital to come home to die. And I had an angelic visitation. And from that visitation, I was healed. My face turned back as you see it. The only thing different is my eyes went from green to what you see now.
Somehow she heard of us over 25 years ago. And she told me, I'd like to travel with you. So we went to Africa. We went to Nigeria. And we ministered there. And she came back after going out one evening and she said, I have something for you. And what she had for me was this garment which she had me. So I've kept this garment 25 years. And it was just so exciting to see her on the road, especially after hearing about her bout with cancer as a 16-year-old and then being left there in the morgue with the coroner ready with his knife to do an autopsy when she woke up and asked, why are you in here with me naked? Why am I naked? Where are my clothes?
Where are my clothes?
The story is just, it's phenomenal. For a young person at 16 to experience that operation with her whole face being contorted completely and then coming back to its shape. Sheila Martin-Askew, authentic, wise, and extraordinary, visionary of hope, one heart for the masses, a trailblazer. We honor you with our highest honor, the heart of gold.
Bishop Porter and West Coast and everyone, I'm so honored. I think I'm, just like a lot of the honorees that have received awards. It was great to receive that UN appointment for the Ambassador for Peace, but this means a lot to me simply because this is the first award after 42 years of ministry that really depicts who I have been. And, it helps me to be uniquely me. My life has been different, yes. Off the beaten path, yes. And this is what this is about, a pioneer, a trailblazer. And when I was young, I really didn't know what that meant. But I've kind of lived that life, and this award depicts finally who I have become. And at such a time as this, it's so wonderful. I was also touched with what the other honoree said about the heart of gold. It's different when people can see you as something unique for a moment, for a twinkling of an eye. And so I cherish this. I congratulate every honoree. I am so amazed and humbled by what God has done for you. Bishop Porter, you know I love you. I do. I am West Coast. I have been West Coast. As they say, I will go to heaven being West Coast. I really will. And I'd just like to finally say, I'm very aware of the impact of West Coast School. I was here many years, and now most of those kids who were small or grown and have kids of their own, they're still articulate, they're still brilliant. But as I was listening to this generation on this stage talk, I thought about all of the kids in places I've been recently, particularly Asia, and how they would love, they would do whatever it took to be a part of this school. This model works. This model can work anywhere with anybody at any time. And so this is the time to, again, cherish what we have been given, cherish what God had given through Dr. Porter and Cynthia Porter, and let's support it. Thank you very much.